before humans, a long journey through time. The story of Earth before humans begins billions of years ago, a tale shaped by geological processes, climatic shifts, and the evolution of life itself. To understand the Earth before humans, we must look back to its early origins. The formation of Earth. Around 4.5 billion years ago, our planet was born out of the dust and gas left over after the formation of the Sun. This dust began to coalesce through gravitational forces, forming rocky clumps. Over time, these clumps collided and merged, eventually creating the Earth. During its early years, the planet was a hot, molten mass, bombarded by asteroids and comets. The surface was constantly reshaped by volcanic activity, and the atmosphere was thick with gases like methane and ammonia, with no oxygen to speak of. The first signs of life. Life on Earth began roughly 3.8 billion years ago, likely in the form of simple, microscopic organisms. The first living things were bacteria and single-celled organisms, thriving in the oceans. These early life forms were likely anaerobic, meaning they did not require oxygen, which was still absent from the atmosphere. Over time, some of these bacteria developed the ability to perform photosynthesis, a process that converts sunlight into energy. This was a game changer. As photosynthetic bacteria began to flourish, they produced oxygen as a byproduct, slowly but steadily filling the atmosphere with oxygen over millions of years. The Great Oxygenation Event. Around 2.4 billion years ago, the oxygen levels in Earth's atmosphere began to rise dramatically in what is known as the Great Oxygenation Event, also called the Great Oxidation Event. This shift was catastrophic for many early anaerobic organisms, but it paved the way for new forms of life that could use oxygen for more complex processes like cellular respiration. This oxygen-rich atmosphere also led to the formation of the ozone layer, which protected Earth from harmful solar radiation, allowing more complex life forms to emerge. The rise of multicellular life. For most of Earth's history, life consisted of microscopic organisms, but about 1.6 billion years ago, multicellular life began to emerge. These new organisms could be made of many cells working together, which allowed for greater complexity and specialization. Early multicellular life likely consisted of simple algae and soft-bodied organisms. As life evolved, the oceans teemed with an increasing variety of creatures. And around 540 million years ago, in the Cambrian period, the Cambrian explosion occurred. This was a sudden burst of evolutionary activity that saw the emergence of many of the major groups of animals that still exist today, including arthropods, mollusks, and the ancestors of vertebrates. The Age of the Dinosaurs. Fast forward to the Mesozoic era, which lasted from about 252 to 66 million years ago. This period is often called the Age of the Dinosaurs, and for good reason. Dinosaurs dominated the Earth, occupying nearly every ecological niche. This was also the time when mammals first appeared, though they were small, nocturnal creatures. The Earth's climate during the Mesozoic was warm and stable, with no ice at the poles. This allowed lush vegetation to grow, which provided food for the herbivorous dinosaurs, which in turn supported the carnivores. The oceans were also full of life, with giant marine reptiles like ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs swimming alongside fish and early marine mammals. However, the reign of the dinosaurs came to a sudden end around 66 million years ago, when a massive asteroid impact, combined with volcanic activity and changing climate, caused the mass extinction known as the Cretaceous-Paleogene, KPG extinction. This event wiped out about 75% of Earth's species, including the dinosaurs. The rise of mammals. In the aftermath of the mass extinction, the planet slowly began to recover. With the dinosaurs gone, mammals, which had remained small and inconspicuous during the reign of the dinosaurs, began to diversify and grow larger. Over the next tens of millions of years, mammals evolved into many different forms, from the small, rodent-like creatures to the massive woolly mammoths and giant sloths that roamed the Earth during the ice ages. This period also saw the evolution of birds from theropod dinosaurs, as well as the appearance of primates, small tree-dwelling mammals that would eventually give rise to humans. The ice ages and the evolution of humans. Around 2.5 million years ago, The Earth entered a series of glacial periods known as the Ice Ages. During these cold periods, vast sheets of ice expanded across North America, Europe, and Asia. Interspersed with warmer interglacial periods, the Ice Ages saw the evolution of many species, including early humans. The first members of the genus Homo, such as Homo habilis, appeared in Africa around 2 million years ago. These early humans were bipedal and used simple tools. Over time, Homo erectus evolved, developing more advanced tools and the ability to control fire. The first evidence of art and culture appears around 40,000 years ago, with Homo sapiens, the modern human species, emerging. Humans, with their capacity for language, abstract thinking, and tool-making, began to spread across the Earth, eventually reaching every continent. They learned to manipulate the environment, domesticate animals, and build complex societies. The Earth before humans. A world in flux. Before humans, Earth was a constantly changing planet, shaped by forces of nature. Volcanic eruptions, shifting tectonic plates, ice ages, asteroid impacts, and evolving life forms. Life, from the simplest bacteria to the towering dinosaurs, came and went, leaving behind fossils that tell the story of a world that was always in motion. Through it all, Earth remained a beautiful, mysterious, and ever-evolving planet. And while humans have only been here for a tiny fraction of Earth's history, we have altered its course more dramatically than any other species. But before humans, Earth was still a place of wonder, with its vast oceans, sprawling forests, and diverse creatures, each playing a role in the ever-unfolding story of our planet.